Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome back to another awesome video, and it's time for another movie review. And today's movie review is going to be of Togo. So Togo is a Disney Plus original movie that's kind of self-explanatory there. It's about this man and his team of sled dogs. They go from one spot to the next spot, bringing this serum to their town for the sick kids, or these sick people. I don't know who this was directed by, but I do know who this was starring. And if you're gonna watch this movie, he's most likely gonna be the one human character you might just like and only care about, and that's Willem Dafoe. So with Willem Dafoe, for the most part, he's pretty good in everything. Even if it's a bad movie, he's the most enjoyable part about it. Because when you look at his filmography, he's got some over-the-top performances. Like, you look at the first Spider-Man he did, and you look at something like Speed 2, Cruise Control. It's a bad movie, but the big thing that people remember is Willem Dafoe. But he's handed some good dramatic performances. You see in Boondock Saints, and I heard that he gives a good performance in The Lighthouse. I have yet to see it, but he delivers some pretty good dramatic performances, and he's obviously given it his best. He's given it his all with this performance, and it's obviously one of his more dramatic ones. But other than that, this might be the only human character you might just care about. Maybe his wife, maybe that one guy. He's like very friendly. He's got that strong Soviet like accent. He's played by Nikolai Nikolov. I'm probably the only one that knows that actor's name, and that's completely fine because I actually liked him. How I know him is because of two things: Daredevil and Power Rangers. So that's why I love this character. I love this actor, at least in this movie. So it's kind of funny. But maybe I might like him. But other than that, you're not gonna really care for any of these actors or any of the other characters because now there's nothing wrong with the supporting cast. They're fine, they're pretty decent and everything, but when it comes to their characters, they're just kind of like one note or kind of like one-dimensional or two-dimensional characters. They're just not really like that engaging. Probably the most engaging thing, the most like thing people are gonna like about this movie is the dynamic with Dafoe's character and his sled dogs. Obviously, these being huskies, and how gorgeous and how obviously these are dogs. Dogs are adorable, and how fluffy and how gorgeous looking they are. Very beautiful dogs, but obviously specifically the sort of bond he creates with him and this obviously our main titular pooch, Togo. So there's that dynamic, and how the fact that it's very like it starts off very like very generic, very kind of cliche-like, and sometimes there's nothing wrong with cliches here and there. If they're done right, then that's fine, because sometimes cliches are there for some cases and some aspects, whether it's for an exposition, whether it's for certain character traits, or just for a specific plot. But if it's done right, then it's fine. If it's not a pain in the butt, then by all means. But this being a very like underdog story, not just, and literally the fact that Dafoe says, his character says that this underdog is gonna be an underdog. Togo is gonna be an underdog. So not only is the dog an underdog, but in a way Dafoe's character kind of becomes an underdog, because at first he's very like stone cold, very like cynical about this dog, and he hates Togo, and he has a lot of like rage and anger towards him. But as they bond more and they kind of connect in a way, he feels that change, and he kind of has like this heart of gold a little bit. So that's probably going to be the most like best thing, and probably one of the best performances out of this here. Everything else is just kind of like, everything's fine. All the supporting, like I said, actors are doing fine. They're okay, but you're not going to really care, to be honest. You're most likely going to care about Dafoe and the dogs. And speaking of the animals, I don't understand what's the point. And there's all of a sudden like they have the animals CGI'd. Like, for example, there's a scene where the sled dogs are coming across deer, and you can obviously tell this is CGI. And I don't understand, because the fact is that why couldn't they get trained animals for like trained deer to show up in that said scene? Because the CG is kind of like very distracting a little bit, and it's kind of just, it's really just, you can tell it's very low budget, low quality. Especially when you got like these nice shots and wide shots and angles, and the location's really nice and gives a really beautiful feeling and scope of the town and Alaska. Whether it's photorealistic CGI or not, it's still breathtaking. It's still nice and to look at, a nice escape, and sort of like, not spectacle, but very just nice visuals. And so to have that there, like CG deer, and I think it was like a CGI bear or something like that, I don't remember. Like, that's forgettable as much as kind of like the other characters you have in this one. You're not gonna really care about the mayor. You're not gonna care about the neighbors. You're not gonna care about the dog napper. It's just, they're just kind of like, they become forgettable, honestly, and they're not that really, it's whatever. It's stupid. And I guess they kind of at one point, like, retcon, I'm gonna call it, the movie, because the whole thing is that towards the end-ish, Togo and Sepp, Dafoe's character, Sepp and his sleigh dogs, snow dogs, huskies, whatever they're called, they're the ones that show up first with the serum and kind of win the race, and everyone's kind of happy about it. But for some reason, the mayor or some of the townspeople retcon it in a way, because all of a sudden this other guy shows up with, I think we all know, I don't need to explain this when I say Balto shows up, and it's like, yeah, they're the ones that saved the day, and they get to be on the newspaper and all this other stuff. And it's kind of like, what happened there? It doesn't really make any sense that much. This movie's got ups, but it's got some really weird downs and all sorts of confusingness, to be honest. I'm just gonna give Togo a B. I'm gonna give it a B minus. Don't get me wrong, still good. There's still some things that are redeemable, but just kind of weird little quirks that you kind of think to yourself, okay, because this is based on a true story, how much is this stuff actually happen, and how much is stuff are they just making it just to say, hey, let's just do this because this is a movie. So yeah, for the most part. But what do you guys think of Togo? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like this video, please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. And make sure you ring that bell to be notified of new videos, new content every day, if not every week. I'm gonna try and get some more reviews up and going throughout these next few weeks. Hopefully I'll have some of the videos I've been saying for a long time that have all the edits and all this other stuff that has stored on Adobe somewhere soon. I'm gonna maybe start doing more vlogs. I might start doing more top 10s, some actual good like commentary gaming, hopefully all sorts of stuff like that. If you want to check out my latest video, I have a few gaming videos I did previously, and I also did my very first comic review, so I'll leave those like links in the description, all that fun stuff and all. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.